Dance with me. Back and forth.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Quick 60 Sports. Today I'm going to give you an update around the NFL that Matt Ryan, he was traded to the Indianapolis Colts for a third-round pick. That's the news. He's entering his 15th season, I believe. In 6 years, the Colts have had 6 different quarterbacks, whether it's almost Sam Ehlinger from Texas, or you got Phillip Rivers, you got Carson Wentz, and the list goes on and on. So, honestly, ever since Peyton Manning left, kind of almost like Denver, they've had a variety of mirage of quarterbacks coming in, year out, and they need some stability. Even though they had some decent quarterbacks there, they just have to find some type of stability. Because honestly, teams were scared to play the Indianapolis Colts in the playoffs last season. They just didn't make it in. They need more stability at the quarterback position. They have a good offensive line. They have a good running back. They have good linebackers. So I'm sure they're going to probably address the secondary in the draft this offseason. But regardless, the Colts are definitely a team to contend with in the AFC South. It's between them and the Titans, to be honest. And the Titans haven't signed too many free agents this offseason. So I think the Colts have closed the gap a little bit. Matt Ryan, he is older, but he's an upgrade. Let's just be honest about it. And so ever since the news broke that the Falcons, and if you go back to my prior videos about Deshaun Watson, the Falcons were leading candidate to land Deshaun Watson at the time, and they were going to make a 3-way trade with Indianapolis for Matt Ryan and Deshaun to go to the Falcons. Well, Deshaun ended up going to Cleveland. Well, they still were planning on getting rid of Matt Ryan, and honestly, they have to eat a large cap number. I think it's somewhere around $40 million of dead money that they owe. They're taking against the cap. So that's huge in itself. But, so the Colts, they get Matt Ryan. They're going to have some stability. They need to, work with those receivers a little bit. And I think that the Colts are going to be a pretty good team. Stay tuned later in the summer for my predictions after the NFL draft for each NFL team. Then you got the Falcons. They got Marcus Mariota. They signed him. And, Mariota, he is one of the best backup quarterbacks in the league. Him and Teddy Bridgewater, I've said it over and over again. I think they're the two best backups in the league. He'd actually come in a few snaps after Derek Carr for the Raiders, and he looked pretty good last season when he did take snaps. Now, it was a bad situation in Tennessee, not a good scheme fit for him, but I do believe that he can have success in Atlanta, but the weapons around him, that roster is just not very good, I'm going to be honest, and I feel like they know that the quarterback class this year isn't that good to go out and draft a rookie quarterback. So I think they're gonna kind of tank this season, the Falcons, and they're gonna have a top pick for quarterback in 2 years, and then they're gonna let Mariota go. But I think Mariota will be serviceable. I think that he can keep them in some football games, but I mean, realistically, it doesn't matter because the Falcons aren't making the playoffs next year anyway. So, all right, guys, so stay tuned. I'm going to be making another NFL and MLB update. So if you like my page, please subscribe down below. I appreciate your time. Peace.